It's 3 hour-long programmes, each one devoted to a different period in the war in Afghanistan. And we're trying to tell the story largely through footage shot by military personnel themselves across all the services, and trying to find a way of underpinning all of that footage. So that's footage that's shot on camera phones, it's little digital cameras, it's helmet cameras, and then speaking to the people themselves and getting from them the stories in their own words, and basically trying to build up a very comprehensive first-person soldier version. I say soldier, of course it's across all the services, but soldier's eye view on the conflict over the last 10 years, as full as it can possibly be, as close to the version of the story that they would want people to know.
So, troops that might be watching this, who might be thinking, well, I've got some footage, but they wouldn't be interested in that. What sort of footage are you after?
We're interested in everything. It doesn't have to be bombs and bullets. It doesn't have to be kinetic activity. It doesn't have to feature helicopters or hardware or any of that stuff. It can be camp life. It can be boring. It can be making dinner at the end of a day. It can be having breakfast. It can be playing football. It can be anything, as long as it feels like it's an authentic picture of their lives in Afghanistan. It's really important to us that we don't find ourselves trying to make a Hollywood movie version of this. It needs to be as close to the true picture of their lives in Afghanistan as we can possibly get.
I know you've had cameras already based out in Afghanistan. Give us a sense of what you've already seen.
I've seen footage, as you would imagine, some incredibly dramatic, quite difficult footage, particularly surrounding IEDs, some pretty intense contact footage as well. I've seen more freaky dancing than you could ever imagine. I've seen guys lobbed into rivers while they're sleeping in their beds. I've seen all the stuff that I hope the guys and the women out there would recognise as being the life that they see and live and hear out there.
A lot of football, I guess.
Football, a lot of football, some volleyball, crossbar challenges.
People can, of course, send this in confidence that it's going to be treated properly, it's going to go through the MOD, they can contact their unit press office maybe first.
Absolutely.
Above and beyond all that, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, we are working really closely with the MOD on this. It's a completely collaborative project. So any material that they sent to us will, of course, be seen by the MOD before we broadcast it. That's the first and most important thing to say. There is a URL where material can be uploaded directly to us. If they can also go through their unit press officer, who inevitably will see this material anyway. There's an email address where we could give them more details about all of that, and the email address is yourwar@bbc.co.uk. That's yourwar@bbc.co.uk. And if they emailed us there, we could give them more details, give them the URL. They could upload material to us directly and quickly, and we could also then speak to their unit press officer and just smooth the path that way as well.
OK, Colin, well, thank you very much for coming in and talking to us about it, and good luck with the project.
Thank you. Pleasure.